and I'm recording. Okay. Yes. First, we need to find out. Okay, who is the owner of this particular manager? Okay, sorry, who is the owner of this particular program? So basically, people will be coming to you and saying that this is the concurrent request I have submitted, and I have no input about this particular request, whether it is going ahead or not, whether it is doing something or not. So such information, I mean, such a queries and all you will be getting very often. Okay, so first you need to get that concurrent request ID, and you find out what is the request name. Okay, so you can find that here. Okay, so now here by giving that concurrent request as an input, concurrent request name as an input, you can find if you execute this query, it will be asking what's the program name. Okay, to give the active users. Let's see, standard manager is the guy who is supposed to take care of this particular concurrent program. Okay, so find that information, and now you come here, you come to concurrent manager administer. Okay, and check it out, the standard manager is up and running or not. If not up and running, okay, so you would come here and say F11. Here is F11. You would say, oh no. Hmm. You would come to system manager administer, say F11. Okay, so control F11, whatever output you got here. Okay, so you would be checking, okay, what is the status of this 00Y. Come to the process, check it out deactivated, at what time it went down. Okay, and also check for the manager log file, was the error it got. Okay, and next check for the internal log file, by any chance is there any error related to the particular manager. Okay, accordingly you will, I mean, if it says uh, sometimes in the manager log you would see internal manager itself down for some reason. So again, bring down the internal manager cleanly, and you bring up the internal control manager. Okay, something like that. So usually the standard manager, otherwise any vora errors you would be getting, and by seeing the vora error, I mean by with that vora error you would be getting what exactly the problem, and what is the solution if you say vora help. Okay, so that's how you would be starting and going ahead with the troubleshooting. Okay, so let's say here, let's try to activate it. It's executed. Actually, we need one long running program so that we can do some research what it is doing, how it is doing, and that information and all. So let's execute something else. Okay, if you see now, it's completed normal. Okay, we'll do one thing. There is one concurrent program called gather statistics schema. Okay, so that usually that will take some 6 hours or 7 hours or something like that. And let it be in running state, and then I'll show you a couple of troubleshooting stuff with the standard manager. Right, single request, gather schema statistics. Okay, schema name is apps. It will take very good amount of the time. So I'm going to submit it. Okay, pending. Now let's see who is this owner of gather schema statistics. Let's see who is the owner of this guy. Normally, it would be gather. I mean, if for better performance, this thing, you would be executing for all schemas every weekend and individual schemas every weekday. We will be executing this. This is one of the regular concurrent program. Gather schema statistics. That's fine. Again, standard manager is the owner. Okay, so standard manager is up and running or not, we need to check it out. Okay, how to determine which manager ran a specific request, it is executed. How to find the concurrent request status. So let's do one thing. So who, yeah, let's say this. And what's the number? 462257. Completed. No, no, no. All schemas we said. Let's say all schemas. 462258. 4622 Yeah, see. So this guy not started his empty. Yeah, that is the reason I said SQL developer. If it is a skill developer, you would be seeing in the nice format. I don't know why. Yeah, this is active. Okay, so Oracle process ID is this one, something like that. It would be giving. Okay, so what you would take. So concurrent manager status with the given SID. Okay, the SID would be this, session.sid. This one. So much of information, what exactly it will be doing, and yeah, SID associated with requested, yes, yes. So we could find out, we gave the request ID, isn't it? So with that request ID, it would be giving the SID to you. Okay, you take that SID and get something from the VDollar session. Again, you can get that information, and again you can go to the VDollar SQL area, and we can find out. See, usually some people will come to you saying that I have executed this particular concurrent program and it's taking long way. Like it's not completing at all. It's showing as a running. The status is running. I'm really not sure whether it is really running or not. If it is running, what exactly it is running. So that kind of inputs they would be asking you. Okay. You can't clear the SID like how we do in core EBA, right? So if that is the case, you need to cancel your concurrent program first. Okay, first terminate the concurrent program. The concurrent program will be in running status. So first you terminate the concurrent program, and that concurrent program will terminate the SID as well. Okay. By any chance, I mean, even though, okay, suppose that's the standard concurrent, it's not a standard concurrent program. It's a maybe is a customized concurrent program, let's say. Okay, which has designed and developed by our developer, and they might not taking care of the error handling and that. So even though if you say, I mean, cancel the concurrent program, it won't clear everything. Okay, at that point of time, so you would be clearing. I mean, you would be using your code review knowledge. You would be clearing that session, and you will use the alter session kill bolke, serial ID, SID bolke. You can do that. But normally in the Oracle standard concurrent programs, that will take the moment you say cancel, that would take care of everything. Okay. So another thing is, when you are canceling, the program should be in the, suppose, let's say it's the invoice and invoice processing concurrent program, and 1,000 invoices are there. Okay. So it's executing, and after 500 invoices, we terminated. So next time when you re-execute, what will happen? Again, it will process the invoice once again, or when you say cancel, it will unprocess. It will go to the back, like all the 500 invoices, what it has done, will roll it back. Okay, it all depends on the concurrent program. Usually come in with the standard Oracle concurrent program, there won't be any issue. Okay, so they will take care, and once you cancel it, it will be cancelled for those things and all. I mean, for the other the executed stuff also. Once you re-execute, it will start from the scratch. But in the other end of developer, okay, it's all developers, like developer style and developers technical ability. Okay, so sometimes they may, or sometimes they may not. Okay, or else sometimes they will come up with the different queries and all. So something like, you have to work a lot with the, I mean, when you had to cancel any of the concurrent program, it's not a simple task basically. Okay, so you need to make that guy sit in front of you in the over the telephone or wherever. So you need to say what is this particular concurrent program is doing. First question. Okay, so what is this particular concurrent program is doing? If I terminate it or kill the concurrent process ID, or if I do something to this, what is the impact? What is the business impact first, and then what is the system impact next? Okay, so if these two things, if they say no impact at all, you can have them, so you can go ahead and you can kill them and you can do whatever you want. So happily you can go down. I mean, anyway, you would be getting that one as a approval in the email. Okay, once you get an approval, then you can take a decision. Okay, but if they say no, something is running, we have to wait unless it says something. Okay, by apne aap it should come out by throwing error or something else. Okay, so some of the concurrent programs will be like that, so we have to wait. There is no other go, and you will be keep on monitoring like what exactly it is doing, what SQL file it is executing. Okay, whether the session is active or not. Okay, so this information and all you would be getting. So the query I have given that now I have given the SID, right? And so in the above query, I gave the concurrent request ID as an input. It gave me SID, serial ID also it gives. SID it has given Oracle process ID, it will give the operating system process ID as well. So this and all it will be giving, and take this information and again go to the VDLR session, VDLR access. So these two and club them. You must be having some of the queries to fetch the information exactly what it is doing, that SID is doing, and take that information again, take that SID, go to VDLR session, VDLR SQL area, and against to that particular SID, what exactly the SQL statement is in progress, you can fetch that and you can give that one to the developer. Okay, so boss, this is the concurrent program is hanging in this particular place. This is the concurrent. This is the statement it is executing, and since so many these many hours it is executing, tell me what. Okay, so you would be providing the SQL statement to them. They will be working, and if it is a seeded program which has given by Oracle, you would be posting that query to the service request, or you will be giving that query to the service request. This concurrent program I'm executing, and this is where it is getting stuck, and what need to be done. Though they might come up with the different solutions. Like they might come with a patch, they might come with a bug fix, they might come with a quick what do you call, quick work weeks. Like they will give some SQL file, they will attach some SQL files to your service request. They will ask you to, if they feel feel like it's totally belongs to your environment, they would give the SQL files and customized SQL file for that time being. But if they feel like, okay, this is the generic problem, okay, it's a problem with the application only, then they would not give a customized fixes anything. Okay, they would be creating a consolidated bug fix, and they would attach it to the meta link, and they will ask you to take that one, and they will ask you to execute that particular patches or whatever they uploaded there, meta note ID or whatever they will give, follow this meta note. Because if it is a seeded program, today you got an error, tomorrow some other client will get, and the next day some I mean, the other some more clients might get. So everybody will be, since it's a problem with the product, everybody will be coming. So in such a cases, they would be generating, if it is a patch, if it is a patch, they will upload it as a patch. If it is a non-bug fix, they will upload it as a meta note. So whoever comes, they'll say, okay, go through this meta note and apply this particular action plan, instead sending the action plan to each and every customer. Normally, that's how it will be basically. Okay, so this concurrent program, yes, you would be checking from right from the concurrent request ID to the $SQL area. This is the analysis you would be doing, and also you can, I mean, let's say you identified one select statement. Okay, select star from so on, so on, so. Okay, so we can. I don't know whether it is still running or not, or it's finished. Let's see. I put degree. Yeah, it's running. Okay, so let's re-execute that. Um, Still that session is active or not, I don't know. I think he's active. Okay, DSC reader SQL area. Select text from. SQL ID. First you need to get the SQL ID. Hey, sorry, I should have spending some time. This shows how badly we were depending on the Google. Usually we'll be keeping this, this notepad and all. 238 and yes, data side equal to 238. Okay. So we don't need this. We don't need this as well. If it is executing any of the, yeah, it's a gather stats. This is the query it is executing, tab name, and so this is the package it is executing here. Okay, so since it is executing, this request is related to the gather stats, it would be executing this. If some other concurrent program which is executing some SQL statement and all, you would get the SQL statement here. Okay, so take that SQL statement, find out what are the tables involved in that, and again you can identify what are the locks on that particular table. Again, I mean, you would be understanding like, okay, is there any who is, I mean, what is that lock? Who hold that lock? Okay, by any chance, any of the user performing any of the activity, or by any chance, any of the user executed any of the concurrent program which has attached to that particular which are blocking that particular table. So by seeing the logs and all, you would be understanding. So here the combination of core DB knowledge and apps DB knowledge you need to be you need to show. Okay, so you would be identifying and you would be going back to them. Okay, this is this is your query, your concurrent program struck in this particular location. I mean, in this particular with this particular query. In this query, it is accessing two tables. Okay, this table one and table two. So table one is fine. Table two has got so many locks. So these locks are made by the so and so user. I inquired with the so and so user. Okay, so and so user on so and so user, these many concurrent programs are running. So this concurrent program will be completed when that guy concurrent program has completed. Or if your concurrent program is really important, then ask that guy to cancel his concurrent program so that it will release the log, and then it will your concurrent program will get started. So that's your problem. You have to check with that guy. Give the that guy. I mean, you can by seeing the request ID, you can see, you can find out if you go to the Fendi underscore user, you will get the entire details about that guy. So they would be deciding. So sometimes you may fall into this kind of scenario. You getting me right? So this is what you would be doing every day, okay, with the concurrent manager and all. You would be, I mean, the concurrent programs, people will be coming to you. This program not executed. This program executed long time. This program run still executing. Don't know why. Not executed. Don't know why. Okay, took this much amount of time. Don't know why. This and that. So here, if you see my the list of queries, okay, let me put this one as well here. Or if you are I mean, if you are good in SQL, you can club together and you can create as another SQL file and you can use it accordingly. So this one, yes, this one I executed already. Find the manager name of the concurrent program. Okay, how to determine which manager ran this particular program. So if some people says, yesterday I executed this concurrent program. Okay, so today I'm executing the same concurrent program. Yesterday it took this amount of time. Okay, so we'll be asking yesterday, give me the concurrent request ID of yesterday, or by seeing the concurrent program, we can go to the concurrent request view and yesterday date bole to it will give our list and you will take that and you will take that concurrent request ID and you would pass here, and then you would be seeing who executed that concurrent request, and today also you would be seeing who is executing this particular concurrent request. By any chance, people might have changed. Okay, the other side people might have changed the another DTBA for some reason. The concurrent request, the concurrent manager's assignment might have updated. This also can be possible basically. So you can tell like, okay, yesterday this is being executed by so and so manager, and today it is executing by so and so manager, and there would be a difference. If you really wanted, okay, if you really wanted the previous second, you need to identify which as part of which activity this update and this updation has been happened. Okay, this change been happened, and so you need to do that troubleshooting again. What are the activities are being performed on that particular instance in 2 days? Who requested that particular activity, for what purpose they requested? So somewhere they need to adjust. Okay, so that request may need to revert it back, or he may need to wait for some other time. So that point of time, you need to when you would be taking the decision with by discussing with the technical people or end user technical people and the manager. If it is so critical, you will be involving in your manager, something like that. Okay, this is how to find the status. Here also it will be giving request ID, it is giving process ID, and yes ID, it is giving serial ID, is a program status, everything. So it is consolidated. Okay, so you can this one and this one you can club together and you can come up with a proper one. So concurrent request ID, concurrent OS ID, address, and what it is executing. Okay, the entire thing you can get it here if you club together. Okay, so yeah, this is also some concurrent program name, phrase code for a given request ID. If you give the request ID, it would be giving. Okay, how to find the SQL query to give in the concurrent request, and this is already there. Child processes. So for the concurrent request ID, what are the child processes are there? You can yeah. Child workless ID. So child process ID you would be getting here, and again the same analysis you would be doing. So concurrent, currently, what are the concurrent programs are running? Okay, find who is having the system administrator response. This is another one not related to concurrent program. So sometimes, if you suspect something, you'll be executing. You will keep on execute this. Normally, what will happen? This kind of programs and all will be keeping it in. Will create as a concurrent program, or will create as a shell program. I mean, if it is a concurrent program, we will schedule it there itself, and if it is a shell program, we will schedule in the operating system side. What is that? I mean, what is the something is there? Operating system side, you would be scheduling. This Unix side, you would be scheduling the activities and. What is that? I forgot. How come I forgot? Okay, I'll tell you. Maybe block. Okay, operating system side you can schedule it. DBMS job side you can schedule it. So when see the system administrator responsibility is a very important responsibility. Okay, that shouldn't be given to anybody. Okay, so we'll be giving only this particular user and this particular user should have the system administrator responsibility by any chance. More than these two users, if anybody else also got the system administrator responsibility, send me an alert like that. We will be creating the concurrent program, and we'll be creating a program and we'll schedule it, and every half an hour, otherwise every day. Okay, every day, end of the day, schedule for once in a day. So it will execute it, and if for more than two users, if anybody else got it, will be sending a message to the system administrator. We will be finding, okay, if you are aware of that, that's fine, you can ignore it, and otherwise you will be contacting the person and why it has been assigned or something like that, and by someone wants to take the chance, then you will set the end date automatically. You getting? Okay. So yeah, that's how it will be, and let's do one more experiment. Let's see whether it has completed that. So this part is clear, right? How you would be monitoring any of the concurrent program, not only this one. I mean, the gather stat, whatever concurrent program comes, same procedure, and you would be explaining to the interviewer in the same way. Okay, let me cancel this request. I'm least bother what's happening. It takes some time. Yeah, cancel it. Okay, let's do one thing. Standard manager. Okay, so I'll see the standard. I'll see you the concurrent manager defined field. You would get this window, standard manager. So this is the standard manager basically. Okay, for any of the concurrent manager, these are the parameters. Okay, so if you got, I mean, the other day you asked me, right, Tej, okay, Tej or Mohit, regarding the PCP. Okay, how do we assign and how do you take care of when you got multiple concurrent managers and all. So here it will be showing. Okay, so you see standard manager. Okay, let's say you are creating a manager. Okay, so you can assign who is the primary and who is the secondary. You got four nodes. Okay, so you can say second node and third node you can use here. Two only you will be utilizing at a time. So node one you will be giving, node two you will be giving. So what will happen by any chance? Node one got down, so immediately node two will be picking up this manager, and he will take care of the all the requests which are assigned to this particular manager. Okay, so that's the reason, this normal, if you click here, automatically you would be seeing the list of nodes. Okay, so since it is a one, I mean, if you don't specify anything, there's a single node installation, and it will be going to the same machine. If you got a PCP, parallel concurrent processing enabled, if you install a concurrent manager in multiple machines, so machine one here you will be giving, machine two here you will be giving. Multiple, exactly. When you are configuring the multiple concurrent managers, that time, so for them, these managers and all, so you would be defining which manager has to take care of the particular, I mean, which server has to take care of the manager, server 1 or server 2, I mean, CM node 1 or CM node 2. So primary node you need to specify. Okay, so if some five concurrent, or some, suppose some six concurrent managers you are creating for some reason, so three of them you wanted to assign it to node 1, concurrent node 1, and three of them you need to assign it to concurrent node 2. So what I would be doing is, so primary, I mean, first three primary will be node 1 I'll keep, secondary as node 2 I will keep, safer side, by any chance node 1 got down, so that manager will not get disturbed, and it will be switching to the node 2 and it will continue. And the other three is, first primary node I would keep as a node 2, and the secondary node I will keep as a node 1. By any chance node 2 gone down, it will shift, and by our bad luck we both are gone down, we can't do anything. Okay, so again, checking the internal log file, checking whether the concurrent manager is up and running or not, internal concurrent manager is up and running or not, internal concurrent manager log file. Okay, so that manager log file, so this troubleshooting, as usual troubleshooting you would be doing. You understood, right? So this is the I mean, parallel concurrent processing, this details, this is where you would be specifying if you got a multiple concurrent managers. Okay, next, program library, FND library. In order to execute this, so it requires some support, right? That support will be coming from the FND library. Okay, so FND library is the standard one. Okay, some people, for some concurrent managers, they would create. You can see so many so many executables. Some PMN, PALIBR, or some, I don't know. So many will be there. If you click here, see INVLBR is there. Okay, PALIBR is there. Something like that. If you want, if your company required another I mean, you don't want to disturb the existing executables and you want to go with your own executable, then you will, I mean, manage, your developer will plan it, and they will create it, and they will assign it here. I mean, they will register to this particular thing, the business suite and all, and when you click on this button you would see that executable also, you would select that executable and go ahead. That's how it will be. All right. So next, specialization rule book. Okay, there is one thing. Okay, so here you will be excluding including. Okay, so suppose I'm a standard manager in the, you create, let's say you created one manager. Okay, and you wanted to execute active users report concurrent program from that particular manager only. Okay, but by default, who is the owner of any of the concurrent program? Standard manager. So let's say you created a concurrent manager, you assigned the active user concurrent program to that particular manager, and that's it. You didn't do anything apart from that. So when you execute the concurrent program, I mean, that particular concurrent program, so as usual, standard manager will simply go there and he'll try to execute the request, and the owner of that particular manager is also will try to execute that request. Conflict will occur. Okay, so the logic is, when you are assigning some particular manager to someone, you need to exclude that manager here in this standard manager. You need to tell standard manager, forget about this guy. Don't worry about this guy. I'm taking care it separately, something. Okay, exclude, give the manager name. Sorry, give the concurrent program name, so that standard manager is never bothered whenever active user program got executed. Standard manager never bothered. Okay, and the owner of the manager will come into the picture, pick that request, execute it simply. That's how it will be. Right. Okay, so this is, I mean, you can exclude, you can include in the program's request type, user. Okay, something like, you can even exclude all the user if you give the user as some axe wave. So whoever, whenever any of the concurrent request executed with that particular user, he'll ignore it. There are multiple ways. Okay, so next, work shift. Okay, so this work shift is something like here it is a 24/7, means this manager will be executing 24/7. So if you say work shift, I mean, if you create a new work shift stating that 7 to 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., okay, something like that, only that particular manager will be active 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Rest of the time it will sleep completely. So, for example, you created one concurrent manager, and you assigned two concurrent programs to that particular manager. So that particular that concurrent manager job is executing two programs. That's it. He won't do anything apart from that. So those concurrent programs get scheduled at 7 o'clock in the morning. So if this manager is active at 7 o'clock or from before 7 o'clock, sometime half an hour before 7 o'clock, that's well and good, right? You don't need to be active all 24/7. Unnecessarily, it will be, see, otherwise, what will happen? Every time he will go and verify the queue and come back with empty hands. It will verify the queue and come back with the empty hands. It will verify the queue, come back. Until morning 7 o'clock, it will come back with empty hands only. Only at the 7 o'clock, when it got executed, it will pick those two requests, he will execute it, and again 8 o'clock you will go and check queue, means it is causing your operating system memory I mean, operating system what you call memory, it is consuming operating system memory, isn't it? So to avoid such a things and all, if you know that if your manager is only meant for a couple of users, then we will be deciding like, okay, so create a work shift for a separate work shift and so sometimes this is also a troubleshooting part. Sometimes they would say like, was this particular concurrent program, okay, that manager executes two requests 7 a.m. all the time. By any chance, one of the requester, without knowing this, he executed at 6 o'clock. Okay, and that particular manager, that particular concurrent program should execute by only this manager, and he only works up at 7 o'clock in the morning. He's executing and he's bothering like, this concurrent program is not getting executed, something is wrong with the manager, let's go to the database administrator and they will come to you. So first you would take that concurrent program and you would be identifying who's the manager of this particular program. You would be identifying whether the manager is up and running or not. He would be up and running, so by seeing the administrator it would be up and running, okay, but he won't be capturing any of the, he would be capturing the request, he would be acquiring the request based on the work shift basically. So you'd be checking whether the concurrent, whether the manager is up and running. Actual and target you would be seeing. It will be, if it is the same, then now you have to come down here and you have to check, is there any work shift assigned to this particular manager? If the work shift is assigned, then you'll safely go back to them and say, boss, something is wrong. Okay, so you are not supposed to execute this particular concurrent program so on so time, because your manager only work at 9 a.m. to 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. something like that. If you really wanted to do that, you need to work in that particular time span only. Something like that you would be assigning. This is how at the end the set of troubleshooting is. Okay, so next, the process is three. Okay, the process is, that's what we are seeing here. The actual and target, the three you would be seeing, right? The same thing. Okay, so here if you see the sleep time is 30 seconds. So now the combination sleep time and the process combination, how it looks like is, every 30 seconds it will go to the queue, pick three requests and come back. Okay, and assign to himself. And whenever slot is there, pending. Whenever slot is empty, make it to the running status, complete it or it doesn't complete it, depends on the concurrent program. So every 30 seconds, the manager would be going to the queue and picking the three requests. You got a very good operating system, okay, and you are going to execute more number of concurrent requests. Something you need to do. That point of time, if someone comes to you saying that, boss, I'm going to execute some 100 concurrent requests so and so time or so and so, is it okay to execute in this particular time? They would come and seek your advice. So you would be checking, usually yesterday or before yesterday, or day before yesterday, or that particular week, so and so time to so and so time, how many concurrent requests got executed. I'll send that query as well. Another that there's somewhere else actually. So you can find out that report. Okay, so how many concurrent programs have been executed and so and so period to so and so period, and you will see the severity. You will see the peak hours and non-peak hours severity and all, and you would be okay. This time is okay. I couldn't. I'm not seeing any traffic, major traffic here. You can execute so on. So, and also for the time being, you just find out what is the concurrent program. Okay, so normally it will be standard manager, or by any chance if it is assigned to some other manager, you will be getting that manager. So you take that manager, okay, and instead of sleep 30, you give 15 only, and instead of process 3, you give 10. So every 15 seconds, 10 concurrent programs will be executed. But make sure that your operating system is having such a capacity to execute that. So it all depends on your operating system also. If you overburden your operating system, obviously the entire system will get stuck. You know what I mean? So before tuning this is what tuning basically. Okay, before tuning your concurrent manager, you need to keep all these things in your mind. Okay, 30 seconds, every 30 seconds, three programs. So let's say make it 15 seconds. So every 15 seconds, three programs. Now 30 seconds, you doubled your capacity, isn't it? Or else you make it 15 seconds and make it as a 10. So every 15 seconds, 10 concurrent requests will be taking. So for this guy, 10 iterations, all his tasks will be completed. Once he is completed, once he confirmed that my activity is done, you go back to the, you come back here and put it back to the actual this one values. You getting me right? Okay, so now what we do, we'll create a new concurrent manager. Okay, and let's do one thing that Mr. Active users are there, right? Okay, first we will do one thing. Let's bring down this standard manager. Oh no, 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 no. In the standard manager, let me say exclude. No, yeah, active users. Let me check. F6. Let me check content program. First, we need to find out the details about the item. So active users application name is application object library. Okay. So output is text. If you wanted to change, you can change it to the PDF. You can change it to the HTML. You can change it to text. You can change it to something else. Okay. So if you want to enable the trace, suppose the concurrent program is taking some long hours, or you want to do the troubleshooting, and you can enable the trace over here, so that it will generate lots of log, and you can find, you can get that, and you can provide, if you can do that, you will be reviewing it and you will be taking decision. Otherwise you will be sending it to the technical people or Oracle support. Okay, so yes, this is the application object library. Fine. So what I would be doing is, let me, I'll go to the specialization rule. I will exclude uh, application object library active users. It's excluded. Okay. Now Max Manager. I'll say application object library. Okay, these guys have NDLIBIA, and in the specialization rule include application object library active user. Okay, and now in the worksheet, let's go with the standard manager. Let me make 10. No parameter is required. Okay, every 60 seconds 10 concurrent requests will be executed. So now what I need to do, let's come to the administrative part. Okay, search for this guy. Right. This guy is deactivated. Let's activate him, and it should give 10 and 10 here once it got up. Ask manager 10 and 10. You could see. Okay. So now oops, why still it is showing standard? Oh, it is gather statistics. So look, Ox Manager came. You could see, isn't it? No, not 10 every 10 seconds, 60 seconds. If you see here, where are you? Where are you? Yeah, Ox Manager. If you see, take this, modify 60. Sleep time is 60. If I give 10 seconds here, yes, it will pick 10 requests each and every. But again, capacity is also managed. Some in my environment, some 60 processes is also there. Yeah, it depends on the sleep time basically. 60 processes also there for some concurrent managers since they are high end 250 GB RAM it is. My concurrent server capacity is 250 GB RAM. So imagine how many concurrent requests I can execute with that server. Okay, now now let's execute our manager. See, pending one. This guy is executing. If you click here, see, active user now executing by Ox Manager. Done. It's running now. Active users running by Ox Manager. The same thing you would get from the backend also. Done. He executed. So that's how you would be. Okay, we'll do one thing. That also I'll show you. F1, F1, F1. Oh, sorry. Program. So change this to some PDF. I don't know whether my Linux machine is having PDF. Let's try. Go. Completed. Okay, so view output is in. Just a minute, man. Hello. Yes. I'm back. So this guy, right? Yeah, it came in the PDF format. Let's see. So this kind of request also you would find sometimes was change my output format to text file to PDF or text to XML or text XML to text. This kind of requests also you would see. And sometimes if they say okay okay, sometimes the concurrent program they won't be, the manager will be okay, everything will be okay, but they couldn't able to see what exactly the error. So they will ask you to enable the trace, and you would be going to the trace location. You would be going and you will fetch the trace file, TK-proof, get the information through the troubleshooting if you want. I mean, if you can. Otherwise, attach that trace file to the Oracle people. Okay, unlike a core, apps support from the Oracle, it would be very, very, very specific, and it would be very prompt. Okay, when you raise a service request to Oracle e-business suite, they will respond very nicely. Okay, normally in the code EBA, if you, I mean, as the core database related, anything happens, if we assign, normally Oracle people, they won't respond. We need to keep on push them basically. But Oracle application side, because they are spending a lot of money, isn't it? So the commitment also will be like that, and they would respond you immediately. So you can create a service request and saying that this is the CDD concurrent program, and this is what is happening. This is where it is getting struck. I have enabled the trace, and or else this is where it is strucking, and please do something with the bullet. So they will ask, can you please enable the trace, re-execute the concurrent program, and send us the trace information, something like that. They would be asking such a trouble. That is another way of troubleshooting any of the concurrent program if it become a mysterious. So it's so simple. End of the day, if that particular program taken, I mean, created, designed, and defined and implemented by Oracle people, they will advise us. And if there is a custom program created by our technical people, they should advise us. We are just mediators. Okay, we would be helping them to troubleshoot. We are helping them to make the process, make their activities go smooth. That's all. You are not responsible. Okay, so don't take that one. Okay, concurrent program failed. Don't take it to your head. Oh my god, concurrent program failed. I mean, what to do, customer is very, keep on pinging, he's keep on buzzing me, what answer you need to. Don't get panic. You are nowhere here. Okay, you are not responsible. You have not designed and developed any of the concurrent program. Okay, so if it is on, you need to tell them, okay, wait, this is the concurrent program belongs to the PA product. This PA product is designed and developed by Oracle. So either first I would be contacting my technical team. I would be getting some inputs. If they are not able to help me out, they would be raising a request to the Oracle people. They will follow up the Oracle people. If you have any concern, contact my technical person or contact the Oracle. I'll give you the service request number. You contact the Oracle people. So be cool, like nothing. It's something like you are helping the people. It's not like you are taking the responsibility. Okay, unless suppose concurrent manager itself down, then we have to take that risk. We have to take that burden. Okay, the Apache server is down, means web server is down. Yes, it's our responsibility. We need to troubleshoot. It is your responsibility to raise a service request if it is required. It is your responsibility to follow up the Oracle people. That's a different case again. Okay, sometimes you can't believe, they'll some managers will be there in the customer side. They will have zero knowledge on that particular technology, and they will bug you that the push technology is called. They'll keep on. They know only one thing: what happened, send a mail. What happened, send a mail. What happened, send a mail. That's it. Pushing, keep pushing, pushing. Okay, so that won't add any value, and you shouldn't be panic. Basically, okay. Suppose they said, I'm not able to. Someone said my forms are not working. Okay, so do something. Something is wrong with the e-business, or something is wrong with the application. Do something. Bole to, okay, they'll just push you like anything. Okay, so immediately, I mean, the moment sometimes the way they talk, is something like 100 crores of business is going lost because of this form, and some because of you, the 100 crores we are going to lost. That kind of presentation, that side they will create the severity like that. Okay, so don't be panic. They say, okay, fine, let me look it out. Okay, so the moment they pressurize you, immediately if you jump into the farm server and if you do start doing something, that would give more impact. Okay, so aram say just okay, boss. Okay, so your farm, you are not able to launch the farm. So can you tell me, other farm? Are you able to access other farm or only? Okay, fine. In your machine, you are not able to access any of the form. Can you contact any of your colleague and check whether he is able to access any of the form or not? If he is able to access, then why you are coming to me? Okay, it's a problem with your operating system. Go to your operating system people, or else if it is really required, borrow your friend system and do it. That's the only thing. Okay, so your friend is, I mean, the the colleagues also not able to access. The entire site is not able to access. Next, we will be contacting other site. Okay, we will be having a multiple sites basically. So we'll be, and if we don't have any other site, you will jump into the next level. So now, if you got other site, you will be contacting them. And boss, can you tell me, are you able to access forms or not? Yes, we are able to. So the problem with this site network completely, so jump to the, I mean, you just go and contact your network administrator of your operating, I mean, of your site. He will help you out. Okay, because the other side, other people are able to work well, and I could able to see farm server is up and running. I also did one complete health check. All my health checks got passed. So something is wrong with your site. Please look into that. Okay. Sometimes they will say, no, I'm able to launch the form, but something somehow, the older form is coming, or the changes what I have made is not able to come up, or something like that. They will be saying, clear the cache. Okay, this is how you need to clear the cache. I mean, close all the windows, clear the cache, start it again. So because end users are dummies basically. So if you say, if you go to the bank people and say, right, I mean, uh, I want my current details and all, I mean, current account details and all, and they would be going and they will be giving your some opening one application, giving the number, clicking on the submit button. Instead, if you say, can you execute this command, select my balance from so and so table, where name equal to so and so, and ID equal to so and so, and location equal to so and so, and something else. If you are talking like this, they will say, get lost. I can't understand, because end users are always laymen. So you need to treat them as a I mean, kindergarten people. Like, you need to explain them the technicalities. Okay, if they are saying, okay, I'm not able to access this, and I don't. Some people may say, like, I don't know how to clear the cache also. So you need to give the step-by-step procedure. You need to replicate that in your machine, put the print screens and all, and you need to share it to them. Some users will be like that. Some users will be anyway smart enough to get from Google or something. Some users will be like that. You can't believe some users, they will kill you like anything. Literally, they will kill you like anything. They would be passing some test machine URL, some other machine URL. They will be logging in the same username password. They would be keeping. They will be logging in. They will not able to access. We will be able to access. Our colleagues able to access. Their colleagues able to access. Everybody will be able to access. They can't able to access. Why? Why? So you will get mad sometime. You will keep until your URL is working. Yes. So later, can you send me the URL which you are passing? Can you send me the port number which you are passing? Can you send me the username which you are providing? All the inputs you need to take, and you need to do the troubleshoot. You need to find out from fnd underscore users, fnd underscore logins, fnd underscore profile. So we need to contact. For sometimes you will get frustrated like anything, because after doing all 1 hour or 2 hours of time, if you come to know that the lady is using, or the person is using, I mean, the wrong URL, or some older URL or something, yes, you will get frustrated obviously, but we have to be cool. That's all. So suddenly it came, by bloody lady. Why? Because most of the girls will be doing like that. I mean, I have seen in my environment, the end user side, the girls only raise such a dumb request. To be honest, most of them I have seen. The guys, somehow they will contact their friends. They will contact the Google. I mean, they will check with the Google and see the settings and all, the Internet Explorer settings, the other things. They'll use their brain. These guys, no. If you get an error, contact system administrator. Mark so and so number, so and so email ID. Raise a request. That's it. Okay, that's how they will be. So it's all. I mean, it's all specific to the. You will see all. You might have seen already such a cases and all, and you would be seeing more in the future. So, so this is what, and even I can continue concurrent manager another 1 week also. So it'll be like this. So you got a clear idea, right? Like concurrent manager, and to create the concurrent manager, what are the inputs are required, and why you need to provide those inputs, blah blah blah, and all you are clear, right? So that's all, man. Okay, the concurrent program also, if you see, So these are the inputs. Everything you would be getting from the technical people. Okay, so the documents, step by step MD120 document you would be getting there. Create a concurrent program with this name, with the short name, keep like this, application keep like this, I mean give this one, and executable name give this line, and format should be so and so, something like that. The entire script you will be getting, and you will be going through the document, and you will be creating it, and you will be sending back to them and saying that I have done, you can make use of that. Okay, so you may feel like they also can do that, right, as the front end activity on your end, but since we don't give the sysadmin user password to them, they can't do that. That is the reason, I mean, to save our bread and butter, you shouldn't share such a password to anybody. Otherwise, they never come to you. They themselves will create the user. They themselves will create the responsibility. They themselves will create the concurrent manager, and it will go out of this thing. N number of people are doing n number of things from sysadmin user, and if anything goes wrong, people will come to your head, and they will be asking, you are the responsible person, and only your database administrator should have sysadmin username and password. If you say I shared it to someone, security breach, next minute fire. So such a things and all. I mean, I have seen some people who got fired because they pasted the service request. They were working on one service request in the Oracle. By mistake they pasted our app's password in that service request. A customer identified that, and he escalated. Job gone. Very simple mistake. These are very sensitive. And the app's password is everything, right? Some people will be there for some business and all. They'll keep an eye on their systems and all, their service requests, their systems and all, to track off data, to kill the thing, to kill the competitor. Such a things will happen. Okay, so be very very clear that do's and don'ts defined by your customer. Stick to that. No matter you feel like it's a stubborn or whatever, but there is no other way. You have to follow. Okay. So what I would be doing in the next class is the majority of the system administration is over basically. The concurrent part is over. Okay, profile part is over. Request part is over. Security part is over. Okay. I mean, say the application part is nothing to do. If you want to create a menu function. If you want to create a function, application function. If you want to create a menu, application menu. Okay, so something like that it would be. So there is another thing called install printers, nodes, languages, territories. Again, the input should come from someone else only, means the technical people only. So you would be doing this. Usually, that's what I mean. If you go in furthermore in depth of the system administrator, then you need to switch it to the system administrator. Okay, so then again the role will be different. Okay, when you switch it to the system administrator, technical activities will come into the picture, creating the flexi fields, creating the other things, and that will come, defining the program, defining the managers, something like that. You can see here, if you switch the responsibility to system administration, you would see the different things here, which are nowhere. See, these many things you will be seeing which are nowhere related to the administrator DBA. Okay, so in the next class, what I would be doing is, the completely I'll work on the real time. Like, in the meantime, I'll send you some of the. Do you require the sample apps DBA resumes, or you got already? How you already got any plan? All right, I'll send some sample, various years of experience resumes to you. Just go through it. How they are defining their roles and responsibilities. How they are specifying the projects and all. In that projects, what are the day-to-day activities they were keeping? Okay, keep an eye on them. Okay, so randomly we will pick one resume. Okay, so we'll talk about that resume, what and all he kept. So what does it is mean, what he will be doing in his active in his environment. If he keep like that, what he will be doing, and something like that we will discuss. The completely real time, like I mean, so the old story will be right. What tell me about yourself? Tell me about your company. Tell me about your environment. These are the standard questions will be there, right? So we'll work on them, and then we'll work on some kind of troubleshooting. I mean, the complete end-to-end troubleshooting, like whatever. I'll try to fetch some information. Okay, I'll prepare some document or whatever I can find. Okay, so we'll discuss about them as well, like topic wise, like Apache server, a couple of a couple of issues and solution. Concurrent server, couple of issues and solutions, something like that. Probably it would take a little time for me, but still I will give that information so that you can treat like those issues are your issues, and you can tell like, okay, concurrent manager, well, last week we can start the story like, okay, last week when we were working so on, so we got this error, we troubleshooted, we contacted our Oracle support, we took the advice and we did this solution, we identified the solution in the support, we executed this and it went well, something like that. So just you need to frame some story, okay? So by such a error information and all, I'll be auto config 2 3 errors, cloning 2 3 errors and something like that. I'll prepare a small note on that and I'll share it to you. So the resume, some errors, and whatever till now you have learned that knowledge, but you are all set to hit the interview. Okay, give me a day. So tomorrow I will be traveling actually. Okay, I'm planning to go to my native place, and anyway I need a little time to prepare some document because I do have old documents, 11I and at 12.1 documents and 12.2. They are there, but they are not in the organized way. To be honest, somewhere I have kept. So I'll collect them and I would be contacting you on Monday again. Okay, so mostly Monday or else Tuesday. I'll see. Okay, so go through everything. Okay, and you let me know if any of the topic you wanted to repeat it or you wanted to discuss more on any of the topic till we discuss now. Just go through it and discuss with Mohit and Tej. You guys internally discuss together, okay? And if you feel like Mark, this topic is, I just want to discuss on this particular topic, or please explain about this topic one more time. If you feel like that, do let me know. That also we can do. All the repeated topics we can keep as a class, and we will discuss on that. Just go through it one to end because use this time because once I start the new batch, my availability will go down, to be honest. And now I'm completely dedicated to you, right? So make use of the time at best, basically. So probably from next week onwards, I think one more batch is going to start. I think I'm not really sure. Need to check with these guys. So let's see. This week I'll completely dedicate it to you. Okay, let's use this week. For the best. You discuss internally, and I'll give some of these resumes also. You go through the resumes, and if you feel like in the resume something new which you never heard, if they keep it, let me know. I'll see whether it is whether it is belongs to our technical region or not. If it is belongs to our technical region and I missed out, I can discuss with you. Okay, today I'll send out whatever resumes or whatever files which I can share it to you, and this along with these queries and all we have collected, right? That information also I will share it to you. So happy weekend, guys. See you day after tomorrow, Monday. Thank you. Bye, Mohit. Bye, Tej. Thank you.